Hey everybody, welcome to Teawittae. You okay, TJ? Are you okay, TJ? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Definitely hit the like button when you came in. If you are new here, definitely share to let them know that Tay here. Or let them know that Tay is here, either one. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's go, let's go, let's go, baby. We're going to be talking about the factors of child support in court today because I want to see or try to figure out if one child support case could affect another one. Like, say if you're in a child custody case with one person, will it affect the child custody case with another person that you are previously in? Because each child custody case, the rules can be different. One parent may allow these type of things where another person may not. So when you have children that's tied into a situation by different parents, how can being in child support court with one affect the other? Hey, Miss Barbara. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Definitely hit your like button for your girl Tay. Yes, because not for nothing, I want to see how one case may affect the kids in another case because I, as a parent, may have certain things that I allow that may not bother me, but in another person's child support case, those may be things that is definitely not on the table or on the table at all. And a lot of people in a situation, they kind of forget that they have one situation going on because they so focused on this one, not realizing how this case can also affect the other case that you have going on. It can be information for another person that you didn't even know that you was putting out there. Like basically in the case with Tim and Brene, right? In the case with Tim and Brene, they went to court, right? They was penalized for their actions, right? Tim has kids within the situation. Now within the situation, Brene is asking to be able to see Tim or be able to see Tim kids because she is now his wife. Outside of the factors of the things that she did to become the kid's stepmama. Let's put it that way. So now how does it affect the child case between the two parents? Because another person is involved. They went on the Tamron Hall show. They went on Dr. Phil. They told all their business, but they forgot that there was another person that they didn't speak of that was a very, how can I say, permanent part or very important part in the situation, which was Devin. They said that Akira gave them their permission, but they never said that Devin gave them permission because they did not have his permission for shit. But Akira is the one that has the kids. Hey Tay, I'm always in the bushes. Just drop down to say I subscribe to your new channel. I love you for that. Thank you, and I definitely appreciate you. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face. So I definitely appreciate you in this case. Right. So now I'm looking at Brianna and Robert case, right? And then I'm looking at Brianna and Jonelle's case because many may know that recently Jonelle went to take Brianna to court to legitimize the kids, right? In the process of them legitimizing the kids, I guess they got into some type of situation where they had odds and ends, right? And the fact is of them being in odds and ends, he reached out to the court to ask them if they could basically give him an emergency update because basically he's not being able to see his kids right now at this moment as we speak, right? Now, in the process of him not being able to see his kids and him calling for the emergency visitation, where he's saying, all right, I'll give you gas and so on and so forth, or she's saying that you would have to give me gas to make sure that that happens. But outside of that case that she has going on with Jonelle, right? even though she may be doing things to think that she's going to hurt him, it may also affect her in the case that she already has, which is ongoing, which would be with Robert, because he already has stipulations put in place when it comes down to his kid, which is a very smart thing to do, which a lot of people don't do anymore. And I think that when it comes down to the fact of kids, it's good to have a person to make a decision in a situation that don't have any feelings. They're just there for the factors of the best of the children, because a lot of times people do things in situations just to hurt the other person. Thank you, Shelly. Just to hurt the other person, not realizing that they're also hurting the number one person that they should be protecting, which is their child. So now she has this current situation that she's going through with her current baby father, which is Jarnell. But how does that affect her past and previous situation that she has going on with her ex-husband? So now she is due to be in court with both of them this month, right? And in the factors of her being in court with both of them, how does one order work with the other? Because both of these men is in Atlanta. She's trying to move to North Carolina. One person made it definitely known in the first situation, listen, you're not going to be moving with my kid, or at least not at that far of distance. If it affects my visitation, it's not happening. Outside of the fact is that certain people that is involved in the situation is not around or not supposed to be around the kid. So now in Jarnell's case, I don't know if the grandfather is able to be around the kid or what the situation is, or if he's a person that plays a mediator in the situation. But when it comes down to the person delivering the kid in each visitation situation, how is that going to work? Ain't it going to be kind of confusing? Because if you're supposed to say, make sure that this person has their child from, say, the 10th to the 15th, and you're supposed to make sure that this person has their kid within the same week. Far as the traveling in the back and forth, how is that going to be? It's going to be hard on everybody. So now when the kids start missing visitation, that automatically puts a person in contempt of court, because you're supposed to make sure that this man is able to see their kid. Now, I just want to get into Miss Season, because they also have a court case coming up. They don't have any children, but at the end of the day, can you tell them that I'm on live, please? Look. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Why is it doing that? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Look. You said it is? Yeah. Oh, all right. Oh, shoot. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. I sent my son to the store, but I had forgot to unlock my card. So he was calling my phone to figure out what was going on. But yeah, like I was saying, I wanted to show y'all something. I don't know if y'all can see this, right? You see this? That is a person living and enjoying their life, right? He's having a good time with the young lady that he is with, as y'all can see, right? But this is the same stuff that's starting so much controversy, because when people are unhappy with themselves and they see somebody being happy with themselves and someone else, it causes a mixture of feelings, right? Knowing that they used to be in that position. At one point in time when we all met Miss LaTruth, this was the position that she used to be in too. Happy, loving, laughing. We seen a family, how can I say, itinerary when it came from the factors of them too. So now you see Mr. LaTruth, he moves on like he normally do. Oh, excuse my nails. Muumu's supposed to be doing them. Everybody write in the chat, Muumu, hurry up and do your mother nails. Because she told me to not take them off when she did them, but I clipped them anyway, being disobedient. So now I think she's punishing me by leaving me with these 2 nails. Right. But like I was saying, Mr. LaTruth, right? What have we seen from this man other than consistency when it come down to his business, baby? Hey, Terry. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This is the way I love to see this man. Even with all the odds that been put against him, you have everybody that's been in a situation with him going through situations without him. Now, without them, his situation looks like this. So I'm definitely trying to figure out what is missing other than the factors of the negative. Miss Season is scanning this man's page at an all-time high. And now she want to take him to court for loving somebody else, of course. And me personally, you don't even know if it's love in which a person is into, but they just having fun. Now, just imagine going from that to going to child custody court, and that's the only relationship that you have with any of your situations from the past other than your first baby father, right? Your first baby father, he really don't give a shit because he's a leech. So if he don't have to pay for anything or have any type of responsibility, that's right up his tree. But for a man that did all that he can, not only for his kids but also yours, for you to now be in a situation where you have two new kids by a whole nother man but got a worse situation, that says a lot. And for the women that's outside of the situation that try to put the blame on someone else, why is it not? That's not what this person's life reflects. This man is still doing what he been doing, being a content creator, just being honest. So when I see certain things, I see stuff like this because I'm on my phone, so I'm not pulling it up. I'm through the regular YouTube, right? When you see stuff like this and people remember that that used to be the situation that they was in and is no longer their position, like how does that make you feel? Salty. So we got a lot of salty women running around and about on social media about something that they used to have. But when it come down to the factors of the child and the children, people still have to be parents, right? So in the factors of still having to be parents, my question was, how does custody with one child affect the situation with another? So I'm going to ask Google, okay, and see what they say. Do moving affect a child custody case? Let's see what they say. And I'm going to tell y'all what they said. Google said these are the results. Okay. It says moving significantly affects child custody by requiring court approval and potentially changing parenting plans, with court focusing on the child's best interest, weighing the benefits of the move like better economics or quality of life against potential harm, right? Meaning like disturbing relationships and stability. Now, she's in a relationship recently where there's definitely been acts of domestic violence. So a person can use that against her in her child custody case. Like, I don't feel comfortable with you taking my child that far due to the relationship that you are currently on again, off again in. It's not safe for my child. You understand what I'm saying? Period. So with that being said, it says a parent can't just move with the child. They must follow legal procedures or risk losing custody. Do you hear that? Risk losing custody. So that means that if the situation ain't what it's supposed to be and the judge do not agree, then that means that you could fully lose custody of the kid that you intended on moving with. So it may definitely go against the child custody order and plan that is put in place. So if it affects the plan that's put in place or the judge feels that you go against it, then you actually can lose full custody of the child and it can go to the other parent. Hold on to that. or risk losing custody. And if a move is approved, visitation schedules, holidays, summer travel, course, and technology use, video calls are adjusted to maintain the child's relationship with the other parent. Meaning that if the child is approved to be able to move with one parent, that at the end of the day, that parent have to be able to hold up they end of the bargain by making sure video contact and any other form of contact is available and visitation is not missed when it comes down to that child or person's children, which means you can move all you want, but once it affects the visitation, that becomes a problem with the court, and you can basically be penalized to the extent of losing child or children. And now Google, now mind you, this is Google, so it's good, perfect information. Okay, key impacts on custody. Court permission required. A parent with primary custody must get permission from the other parent or a court order to move if it significantly affects the other parent's time, especially if it's far away. So distance and time means everything. Meaning that if it's too far to travel or if it's too out of the way, far as where one parent is located, then it's going to be a no for the court, baby. Because you cannot put an extreme, overwhelming, how can I say, amount of travel on a person when it comes down to getting their kid. It can put a form of, how can I say, the visitation can be messed up. If I know that I can't travel 6 to 7 hours to go and drive where my kid is at, then that means that some of my visitations may be missed. So if you live that far away, then that's something that basically cannot happen, baby. Okay, it says best interests and standards. Judges decide based on what's best for the child, considering emotional, educational, and social stability, strong bonds with family, meaning like grandparents, siblings, and the child's established routines. Meaning that if the move affects the child's regular routine, then that is also a thing that may cause an inconvenience on not only the child but the other parent. So the court will not approve a move if that is something that is substantial. Risk of custody change. This is the big one. A risk of custody change. And this plays a part in both custody cases, the one with the ex-husband and the one with the current boyfriend, because you can risk the custody of your child. It says if a move is deemed right detrimental, or if a parent moves without permission, meaning that if a person just decides to pop up and move with somebody's kid, that's basically like a form of kidnapping. If you do not have permission by a court or some sort, you cannot just make the decision within yourself to say, you know what, I'm mad, I don't want to be here anymore, I'm moving. You have to have permission to do such. That is like a lower class case of kidnapping. That would mean that you are kidnapping someone else's kid and you will be penalized for it. So now the court can change custody to the non-relocating parent, meaning that if the father is in a sufficient area where he don't plan for his child's lifestyle to change just because you are unhinged at the time as a woman. You cannot just get mad and say, you know what, I'm going to pick up and move for that. If you do decide to do that and that man goes into court, they can automatically take custody from you as the primary parent and give custody to the non-custodial parent to make sure that they now can have the proper visitation and make sure that their child is in the proper situation. Factors courts consider. Now, these are some factors that the court may consider in a child custody case when it comes down to the factors of somebody moving, right? Reasons for moving: economic, educational, or quality of life. Benefits for the moving parent and child. Meaning that if Brianna decides to move, right, and they feel that she's moving for a better quality of life for her children, then that is something that they may give an approval for. But if they feeling like a person just want to move as get back, they're not going to accept that. Okay, impact on a child's well-being. Let's talk about how a move can be impactful on a child's well-being when a child is stuck in between a custody case. Okay, which parent is more likely to facilitate a healthy co-parenting relationship from a distance? Now, we know dealing with the person that we're dealing with, they can't even facilitate a healthy co-parenting situation from up close. Less more being able to facilitate a healthy co-parenting situation from a distance. So we know that's not a commitment that a person would be able to tie themselves into unless they was just trying to agree to it for the courts. Hey everybody coming in. If I did not speak, please charge it to the game and not to my heart. I'm just trying to put this content out there. Now it says history of conduct. Cause we know the history of conduct, baby. We know the history of conduct. Let's get into the factors of it though. Okay? Past behavior, such as withholding the child or disparaging the other parent, is heavily weighed. Meaning that if before y'all went into court, you decided upon yourself or with yourself and you had no permission from nobody else that the way that you was going to punish a person was going to be by keeping a kid from them, oh, that's not a good decision. It's definitely not a good decision, because now once you go into court, that's something that can go against you. Like a parent is not being able to be a parent if they being kept away from the kid. And a lot of times in a situation, it's because the parent's relationship did not work. So now the kid is the person that is the pawn within the middle. So the court makes sure that there is no pawnage when it comes down to the factors of the child, right? What to do? What are you supposed to do in the factors of a child custody case when it comes down to the factors of the situation on either side? Follow legal channels. Always go through the proper court process, even if you think the move is best. Meaning, just because you think that the move is best, it's best to still get the approval of the court. It's what it is that they think that basically meshes best for both parents when it come down to co-parenting. Hey, Miss Gwen. Right? Hey, Karen, I see you in there, Mrs. Karen Young. Right. So now, propose a realistic plan. They saying propose a realistic plan, meaning something that both people would not have a problem with agreeing to. It doesn't put too much on me, and it doesn't put too much on you, and it doesn't strain the situation of either one of us being able to be parents, right? So what they said, in the factors of proposing a realistic plan, show flexibility and create a plan for the non-relocating parent to have substantial, right, realistic visitation, even if it involves more travel time. Meaning that if you decide to move and it puts more travel time on you, that's on you. You still have to be able to produce that child, boo. They don't give a damn what else you got going on. If you decide to move, you have to make sure that one thing stays intact, and that's that child has contact to that non-relocating parent. You have to make sure that you make yourself available to make sure that that child is visible to the other parent. Period, point blank. They said, listen, consult an attorney. I guess this is why Brianna got an attorney in this situation, because when she tried to go to court in her last situation, they let her know real quick, emotions don't work on this shit. We do not go off of people's emotions. We go off of what's best for the kid. All right? So they telling you to consult an attorney, so that way there's no emotions in it. It's only realistic views that's put in place, which is best for the child, right? It says local family law attorneys understand judicial differences and can help navigate the specific standards in your state, like New York or wherever else. Where I'm at in New York, our guidelines might be one thing, but where a person is at in Atlanta or moving forward into North Carolina, their guidelines, hey, everybody coming in, make sure y'all share the live, share the live, share the live. So Tay could definitely be in the algorithm, baby. Let them know Teawittae is outside, baby. Latte World, definitely your girl, YouTube's favorite unicorn. I'm through regular YouTube, so I don't know how to put stuff on the screen. Hey, Eminem. But yes, when it comes down to children in a child custody case, it's always facts over feelings. The court is not going to deal with your feelings. They're definitely going to stick to the facts. And they're going to use that to do what's best for the child. So like I said, in this case, if a person is using their emotional state to use as a reason to keep a child away, that is something that will get you penalized in the court, baby, because you making a decision that is not able to be made, and it wasn't made under the court of law, baby. You can't just feel a certain type of way and say, I'm going to keep a person kids away from them, being that they hurt me, I'm going to hurt you with your children. No, it does not go that way, because like I said, on Google, it says factors courts consider. History of conduct is a big one. Past behaviors is a big one, such as withholding the child. So now we all see on the internet when it was involving RH, when it came down to the kid, she withheld her. She made sure that the father wasn't able to see the child, even going the extra mile of saying that the child was afraid of the father. And that was the reason why she was keeping her from him. But that was just an excuse within her guilt, because she didn't want to be reprimanded for it. And I'm pretty sure once she let it be known, or they let it be known, that withholding a child from their other parent, you can definitely be penalized. She made it seem like she kept the child away because of the fear, baby, which was a lie. Okay, she tried to use something to cover one thing to cover something else, and the fact is of making it bad for herself. So now that's what I say. And when I ask, how can one case affect another? Because when you're doing the same thing in another situation, it's like you creating a track record, a blueprint. The court has dealt with this with you before, friend. This is not the first man that has had to drag you into court because you decided to keep they children from them for whatever reason. Whatever the reason, if there's no type of assault going on or neglect, that's not a decision that you get to pick, okay? And when they speak of the history of conduct, everything that's on this list is something that you done did. And the way that you will be penalized for it can be the factors of you even losing custody of your kid. So you might be doing something to think that you hurting him, sweetheart, but every action that you are now creating is hurting yourself. And you're not only creating how can I say, receipts in one situation, you're also creating bigger receipts in another one. Because now, being that you're going through this situation with John Hell, at the end of the day, it can cause hell within your situation that you got going on with your ex-husband. You already have contempts. You already don't have permission for certain shit. So now this is something that can be used against a person, and that's on period. Because we have, just like we see the internet, the person that you in court with sees the internet as well. And just because they don't speak on it, that doesn't mean that it doesn't tell a story. So now when they go into the court with you, it's nothing to say but, Your Honor, This person is in a new relationship, and I really don't feel comfortable with the things that take place in front of her children and mine as well, because these people are off again, and there has been reported situations of domestic violence. That is something that will go as a point on another person's side, because that would be a reason why they don't want their children to relocate or reside with the primary parent. Because if a primary parent is not good in the factors of making decisions which is safe for the children, then who do you think that the court is going to side with? And it seems like a person goes off of their feelings, because if you wasn't scared to have your children around this person before y'all had a falling out, why are you so afraid to have your children around them now? Make it make sense. So that's why a person went to get a lawyer to basically speak on their behalf. So the bullshit don't have to go through them. It can go through a person that's getting paid to speak the bullshit for them, right? But in a professional way. Because she knows that she done effed up, baby. Because when you got mad and you kept them kids away from that man, and you didn't have a adequate reason, it goes against you. But like I said, meanwhile, in between time, right, you have another person, which is LaTruth, okay? And he shows proof of what it looks like to move on and do you, right? Now, you can be at fault for other people's actions, but you can be in control of yourself. And being in control of yourself is a real thing. And this is what you see when you have control in yourself, baby. Even though the people around you in your life may change, you don't change as a person. Your positivity still remains the same. And that shows that you are stable enough to be a primary parent. So is a person sure that they want to make the mistake of moving to hurt another person to another state where they may lose custody in another case? Because it's not stable. It's not no stability when it comes to a person in. Because when a judge, or if a judge was to ask them, how many times have you moved in 1 year, ma'am? How many times? That means that you snatched your kids from this school to that school, moved them from here to there. They have to make new friends and get comfortable in different places. Do you know what type of mental that can put on a child 6 to 7 times a year? I haven't moved 6 to 7 times in 6 to 7 years. Let's move 6 to 7 times within a span of 2 years. Since this situation has going on or has gone on, a person has always had to move. And the proof is on the internet for people to be able to go to. Lord, I done put my fingerprint on my glasses. So it's not something that people say. It's not he say, she say. It's actually receipts, baby. Because the receipts is definitely here. And when we seen the situation play out, when it's happening to the person themselves, I'm pretty sure that they're taking in the receipts. Especially when you're dealing with the person that calls themselves, I record everything. You see? You make lemonade out of lemons, right? And that's what a person did. Now, if you know that a person is family orientated, you know that they're not going to be the type of person to allow you to just snatch your child and move. Hey, Renithia. They know that you know that they're not going to just let you pick up and go. So how is that going to be effective? You done moved your child from the oldest one I'm talking about. He done lived with his father, back with you, here, there, a little bit of everywhere. That shows signs of no stability, okay? Now, when you see this is signs of a person trying to create stability in family. through the factors of a friendship. And that's not something that you can get on an everyday basis. You can't fake happiness. Happiness is something that is real. And if it's not real and it's being faked, then it definitely will be revealed. This woman has been in this man's house for over 8 to 9 months. And I think that people thought that she was just a part of the rotation. Far as the situation when it had to do with Robert, oh, it's just business. Do you understand? And that's what it's going to be. But when you got somebody calling another person family, that means a lot more to me. And like I said, let me see if I could get to it. This is the type of stuff that a person like to see when it comes down to the factors of parenting. You have to be able to be one with your kids. Not, do you see this woman titties hanging out? Do you see her on this internet twerking? Do you see her doing anything that lessens her as a woman or a mother? Is she showing up with her kids with her breast out on and exposed? What is it that we're receiving from her? What is it? Huh? We getting to see a person be a parent. Okay? Where's she at? Where's she at? That's LaTruth house, right? I don't know why my join button is not there. What the hell? Why is it not? My Cash App is right there, and it should be able to. I got a goal that's supposed to be there. I don't know. YouTube been pissing me off for the last week. We not gonna even talk about them right now because they not feeling me, and I'm not feeling their ass either. So I don't want to say something that might get me in trouble when I'm in trouble already. But YouTube, you already know how I feel today, so we ain't gonna deal with your shit. But where's my join button? And if you can't hit the join button and be able to, how can I say, support me that way? If you able to send me a Cash App, please do so, baby. Because listen, your girl Tay, her edges. Look, let me show y'all my fucking leave out for the day. Look at my leave out. Okay? They done stressed out my goddamn leave out. All right? My baby is turning 16 on the 29th, and YouTube is not acting right. So now her mother got to come out here and act like a damn fool, being that she done lost her monetization tools, to make sure I get back like I never left. Yeah, this is my leave out though, y'all. Let me put this shit back on. For they say, oh shit, what done happened? Let me fix my glasses too. I got a lot going on. But yes, please, thank you. All support is definitely necessary. Shit, I ain't begging, but I'm fucking begging. You heard what I said. But let me get back into what it was that I was saying. Look. What do you see different? What changed when it comes to the factors of this man? Other than the factors of who he's attached to. Huh? Huh? So I'm going to show you the difference. Where's she at? So I don't understand how people say that this young lady is homeless when it's clear to me to see that they are creating a family. They are building. While everyone else is breaking, him and Amiria is building. Now, I don't know what's to come for the future, but what's happening in the present is what's positive. And when you see Bree on the screen, you don't see the same thing from a mother, baby. Let me show you the proof in what it is that I say, because we like to come with receipts. We don't just say things, okay? Okay, we don't just say things. We don't just say things. We prove things, okay? We prove things. We prove them. We make sure. What you see? What's the difference? What's the difference in this video? Huh? The titties is the star of the show. Where's the parenting though? So let me replay this again. Do you see the difference? So when the person said that they wasn't meant or built to be a mother, they really didn't lie on themselves, because the proof is within itself. Look at this person that has more kids than the woman in which that we was just looking at, sis. And I'm saying, yes, it's a comparison, because just like women, I don't know if women don't realize this, okay? Just like a woman looks for qualities within a man. Thank you so much, Nina. My first tip in my tip jaw. My tip tape jaw. My tip tape jaw. Just like women look for certain qualities in men, like, you know what? If I'm gonna fuck with this man, he gotta be a provider, he gotta be a protector, he gotta be able to give, just like I'm going to be able to receive. It got to be something, baby. There's men that look for those same qualities in a goddamn woman. I'm not looking for another child. I'm looking for a grown up that equals my, or, matches my fly, so to speak. Not somebody I gotta raise, baby. And when you look at this, what you see? What you see? What you see? What you see? We could keep going. We could keep going. We can definitely keep going. Even in the factors of with the babies. What do you see? Huh? 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 So when a person is going into the courtroom and they making it seem like they actually give a shit when it comes down to the factors of mothering, there's video proof, okay, of what a person like to do. And now this is the only content that this is her and Jarnell's real life. All right, I don't give a damn if people or person try to act like it's a skit. Thank you so much, Renithia. All right, this ain't no skit. This is not a skit. This is not a skit.
Stop! You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
No, because of what you do to me on the radio.
Damn it, Gina. Now I'm mad. You don't get it, dude. This is childish, Gina. That's all right. You want to leave, right? I'm a
Where
man,
the baby
Gina.
at?
I'm gonna be all right. This is childish. I want you out. I don't even know why you still here. Stop. Stop.
That's probably just how he talked to her. So my thing is, we've seen the text messages previous to what the situation is now, which is why the content creators was able to come out and say what the situation was before we even knew what the situation was going to be. We wasn't projecting. We were speaking truth, baby. When you see a person, what do you see? It got music on there, so let me turn it off. Oh, Lord, I don't like it. Oh, well. Okay. And then you add on 2 more. But you say that you not or was not built to be a mother. And that example is damn sure being discovered. And that's what LaTruth is looking for. A family-orientated person. Not somebody that's just looking for a come up, get a couple of dollars and don't know how to fucking act. Now you go and get all these extra essentials and aesthetics added to your body. Now I'm a woman that really believes. Listen, it's about what makes you happy. That's what it's supposed to be. So you're not supposed to be doing nothing for anybody else. But if you're doing it for self, then my thing is, this for self. Because when men see this, all they want to do is fuck. They not thinking about making a family. They thinking about doing the things. Let me turn the music off. Okay? They may be thinking about doing things like humping that makes a family, but far as putting value behind something like this, That's not something that you would get. So it's confusing, and that's why a person is in the situation that they in. Because you're not trying to be a mama. You trying to be a hoe rag, a cum rag. Look at this shit. You're holding your baby with your whole goddamn cooter hanging out. I mean, it's there. I didn't edit this. This is not AI. This is actually a video that she chose to upload. She has teenage children, okay? And she just gave birth to 2 more. And when people see you, this is what you want them to see? So yes, when I see a Miria, I see a different thing. But when it comes down to the factors of Miss Season, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with her. For one reason, she came out here and made it seem like she was a different breed, meaning she had class over everything, right? So regardless to the situation you in, you can't blame the other person for your own actions. People can't say, oh, I did what I did because Robert doing what he doing. That don't got nothing to do with nothing, boo. At all. Now I'm gonna type in Miss Season name. What is it? The real Miss Season or some shit like that, right? Let me see. Let me see. I think so. This is what a person missed. Look. Look at the difference. Let me try to turn the music off. Let me turn it down because, yeah, it's not going off. Here we go. Look at the difference. That's what a person want. Look at the difference in her face. Look at the difference in how, like, just between the video that people seen that I put up last night and this person. Look at this person here. Look how she looking at this man. The same man that she came out here and called all type of narcissists and all type of other shit. Look at the look in this woman's eyes though. Does it tell the same story? I'm just saying. I'm showing the history of these women that are no longer aligned with this man and their own actions, not the actions in which he create, because they create their own actions, baby. But look and see. Okay, now this is Miss Season here, right? She in love. She not in little love. She in a lot of love, right? So we gonna go from that. Hold on. Okay? We see the difference, right? Let me know if I'm exaggerating. Yes, let them know, Nina. Help your sister out. What is going on? I'm just showing proof. Okay? All right, now, when is this date? Look at this. This the same man you taking to court? I'm just trying to figure it out. Because when I look, I don't see what it is that they see. I don't see what it is that's in the complaint of them court papers, baby. Because even this was considered a friendship. This man let it be known that he was single all the way. The difference between the other situation, he was married to that, baby. Okay, so now you go from that to this. We gonna show, because you know it's about the receipts, baby. Always about the receipts. Hold on. Here we go. Do that look like the same person? Look.
No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciated in ITSLATEWORLD. It's all love. About a lot of world. Ay,
Let's go, let's go. Definitely hit that like button and definitely hit that share button. Push Tay out there, baby. Do you see the difference? Where all that softness go? Right there, that looks like a woman that's miserable. She faking her happy to make it seem like she is happy. It's crazy. She's obsessed. Yes, Renithia, she is obsessed because the proof is in the pudding. So to go from this, let me turn the sound back down because I can't be getting penalized. Look, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. A person missed this. A person missed this. People make it seem like they have it all, but they don't have exactly what it is that they want at all. So then we see them tripping out. Look, she thought she was going to be married. She thought she was going to be getting married, y'all. Am I wrong? I just want to make sure that everybody see the same thing that Tay see. Because I come, I laugh, and I joke, but I be facting and funny at the same time. But if we going to give the visuals is here. It ain't nothing to speculate on. A person thought that they was going to be within a certain position. And once they didn't get the position that they thought they was going to be put in, now you got this. Now this is what we get.
No drama, all facts.
Cause she looked this shit fool crazy, okay?
It's all love, about a lot of world.
She went from season to paprika real quick to Sazzoon. Actions speak louder than words, okay? Actions speak louder than words. So I'm not putting the action on her. The action is there. Does this look like the same person? Look at the difference in the softness. I'm going to just play it back and forth. This is her here. Right? Y'all see it? Soft, calm, cool, collective. Right? Classy. Right? This is unhinged and unhappy.
No drama, all facts. A truth teller supporters are appreciating.
Look at the eyes.
It's all love, about a lot of world.
She's acting like an older version of Brie. You said it, Miss Nina. That's crazy. But yet, this is the same man you want to meet to have a conversation. But did you realize that did you put the court papers in after you realized he didn't want to talk? Is that what happened? I'm thinking that's what had to happen, because you must have felt like you had exhausted all your ways to be able to communicate, and then got mad and said, well, he got the nerve to not want to speak with me, and he up there with this bitch, basically. Look at the difference after. Look at her. Y'all need to hear. Hold on. Let's see what she's saying, y'all. Where the hell is the sound? Either way, fuck it. We can see the activity. Maybe I don't need to see the sound. Because the activity is all within. Look at her. Look at her. Okay? Now we gonna go back once again. Because I don't make up shit. So when people say receipts, this is how you pull up receipts. These is the receipts on a person themselves, baby. You ain't got to make up nothing on a person. The proof is in the pudding. Let's go back. This is her page. Okay? This is definitely her page. Okay? For the last time, so I can put this to rest. This has absolutely nothing to do with titles or labels, but everything to do with being lied on by Robert. Basically saying I was a paymaster. Stop with the deflection and gaslighting. So you getting mad at him for what another bitch said. Or the fact is that you got your feelings hurt. Was it Simone? Simone, because you was fucking, I was fucking him around the same time. Was that the thing? And she said that you was a paymaster, and being that you feel like you owe a little bit, you didn't want to come off as if you was a cougar or you was tricking. But you was. You was trying to use your money and your coochie to lure him in. Even though now your money not hitting like that, friend. We gonna talk about that though. Yo, somebody told her to start a YouTube series called Surviving RH. Look at the difference though, 1 year ago. Look. This not the person we see no more. Get those likes up, y'all. Who music she playing? Baby. I thought you'd be more. What? Even though you're not my lady. The words was in the song. Forever mine. This what it was? A person missed that. Look at the difference. So out of all the things for you to be mad at, you mad because you saying this man called you a paymaster. If you not a paymaster, then pay the shit no mind, master, and go to fuck about your business. What is that something to basically, how can I say, what is that something to take somebody to court for? Huh? Huh? What happened? This is what make you mad? This is it. This is what you miss. Right? Does this look like a woman that is unhappy at this point in time? Or does she seem very happy with life at this point in time? Does this seem like the same person? No, it don't. Okay, we gonna move on, baby. We gonna move on. Because it continues. It continues because no. We gonna see why the people is mad, baby. We gonna see what Robert did. We about to see what Robert did. We about to see right now what Robert did. Robert, come to the front of the class. We about to see what you did. We about to see. Let me read this. I didn't rush into romance this time. This is 2 days ago. Oh ho. After everything I've been through, the divorce, the healing, rebuilding my peace, getting my life back in order, I promised myself I'd never force love again or ignore red flags just to say I had somebody. Okay? So we did it different. We built connection. We built trust. We built a real friendship. The kind that feels safe, honest, and solid. Friends turned best friends. Best friends turns partner. He's saying he got the baddest bitch in the game wearing his chain. In case you ain't know, I'm just bringing it to you. That type of way, right? He said, and y'all been watching the whole thing unfold step by step, naturally. No pressure, no pretending, no rushing. So today, I'm honoring what grew the right way. We official family, okay? What that is? This what you mad for? Huh? I know she punching the goddamn ear. She punching the ear. Okay? Because Amiria didn't have to force him to tell people that it was official. It grew into official partnership. It was a friendship that didn't have to be forced, friend. It looks like it feels good to him. Into her. Okay? What it say? What it say, baby? Officially us. They made it official. So for the people in the back, you ain't got to ask no more. She ain't going nowhere. Stop trying to link up with me for your own reasoning. At the end of the day, it's OU. Officially us, boo. Okay? Let's continue. Let's continue, baby. This is another one. See why she mad? She will never have that. She's the little old lady that lived in the shoe that had so many kids she didn't know what to do. And that's why your husband motherfucking left you. Okay? Let me big it up. Can I make it bigger? Let me see. Let me see. Because the proof is here, baby. Not them got the Rurus. Not them got the matching Ruru outfit. Let's talk about it. They on set with it. They on set with it. And this is what got people in their feelings. So while one is going to court child support, the other one is hopping out of bushes, steady looking. Okay? Meanwhile, they trying to run Tay off, y'all.
If Robert wanted to see his balls on half y'all forehead, y'all would let him.
I said it a month ago. Listen. I said it a year ago. Listen to
women on here talking shit. If Robert wanted to see his balls on half y'all forehead, y'all would let him. Stop playing. Let my people go. Same women on here talking shit. If Robert wanted to see his balls on half y'all forehead, y'all would let him. Stop playing. Let my people go. Same women on here.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, baby. I just wanted to make sure.
At the Gucci store, picking up
people laugh, but they actually enjoying themselves.
Got the Truth piece shining.
Fire. And my Amira chain.
Let's check that bag you wanted.
This the
At the Gucci store, picking up something special for her.
You already know I'm excited.
How the shades look with the fit. Got the Truth piece shining.
Fire. And my Amira chain.
Let's check that bag you wanted.
I don't give a fuck if it's AI. They doing it together. They AIing together. And them AIing is getting people mad as shit.
Hey y'all, this is a message for all the big back bitches that choose to be in Robert's comments and mine's as well. Is this how y'all show up to the laptop every day? Is this how y'all do it? Is this wait, hold on y'all. They be on their laptop like this. Robert, we don't use a deadbeat Robert. And for the girl, My Little Pony. Yeah, My Little Pony. That is me. You big back bitches. Let me tell you something. Stop playing with Tay. Big back or not, you cannot come for me. Because if you come for me, I will come for she. Monkey see, monkey do. Today, the big back monkey is you. Hey,
Period.
y'all.
Period. They mad out here. They is mad. Amiria is beautiful and they look good together. I support this message. Fuck it. I guess if she crazy, he love her crazy. It's a different type of crazy than the other bitches done projected. So he good with that. And I'm happy that they grew it into something that they both can be comfortable with. And they both got a kid that's around the same age to engage with. Uh-huh. They definitely going to shine. He rebuilding his platform right with her. It's real. And we got to see it play out. The same way we seen.
And I shouldn't have to. Facts is facts. I gave y'all facts. I gave y'all proof. Mommy, look. So, with this being said, if anything happened to me, you know who did it.
You hear this shit?
And all the family members out there who saying, oh, I don't know, I never knew him, you don't live with him, you never been in a relationship with him, you never been married to him. Only I have and only I know what happened to me. Only me. Nobody else. Only me. And I don't have no reason to lie, and I'm tired of covering shit up. So I did what I had to do, which is file for divorce. I'm done. No more abusing me mentally. No more beating me.
You see how the fuck she tell a bold-faced goddamn lie? So I'm calling for a divorce. You did not call for shit. Your ass got left, sis. It's a difference. Let me play this back for the people in the back. This is what he got away from.
So, with this being said, if anything happened to me, you know who did it. And all the family members out there who saying, oh, I don't know, I never knew him, you don't live with him, you never been in a relationship with him, you never been married to him. Only I have and only I know what happened to me. Only me. Nobody else. Only me. And I don't have no reason to lie, and I'm tired of covering shit up. So I did what I had to do, which is file for divorce. I'm done. No more abusing me mentally. No more beating me.
Listen.
And I don't mean beating me as in punching me in my face or fucking
What
slapping
the
me.
fuck is a beating? What is a beating?
And I'm trying to get out and you dragging me across the floor. And I shouldn't have to.
Oh, okay. Okay, because then we got to make sure that we fix that. Because I'm confused on, you know, what the situation is and why, you know, people like lying. Because my thing is, we went through that whole scenario, okay? A person even went to the factors of forgetting the hand that they got goddamn broke. But we going to talk. Hold on. Let me see. Is this the one? Is this the one? What's the one? Is this the one? No. Okay. I'm not looking for the live. I'm looking for the video. I'm looking for the video, y'all. Let me see. Where's the video at?
Self-love, to me, is accepting you in all of your flaws, right? So if you are accepting you in all of your flaws, that means you accept you for who you are before you enhance yourself. And enhancement does not always mean getting your body done. So an enhancement could be just like I got my eyebrows ombre. Enhancement could be me getting my makeup done. An enhancement is my lashes. We all get those, right? An enhancement could be a wig, bundles, you know, and all of that stuff is fake if you want to be real. If you want to be honest.
See the fakest thing on this screen.
Ourselves, hair, lashes, makeup, brows, ombre, microbladed, all of it is not ours. So it's all artificial. So when it comes to saying, oh, she must not love herself, no, just because we added enhancement don't mean we don't love ourselves. Hey! Hold up!
Because we going to get into it, y'all. We going to get into it. Hit that like button, y'all.
Tay was coming. Let's get into this content because how quick people seem to forget. But see, good thing Tay didn't forget. I'ma help y'all remember all the bull-ish when a person decide to come up here and play victim. Hi, it's your girl Bree. What's up, Bree? Hi. We the whole community out here. Bree, what happened to this? How did we get back to the victim-ish? Because at the end of the day, baby, how did you end up this way?
Oh, because you played yourself. Okay, but let's get into this next piece of content. Shout out to Harmony Speak. Hey, Miss E. Definitely. Hey, Jackie. Hey, everybody coming in.
Y'all, I really been honestly thinking about going back to school just to escape from home. I really have, like, because all I know is being a mommy, and I know that that's not my identity lately. My identity lately has been being a mom.
Now, mind you, this is the first time she had to be a full-time mom. Okay, to say the least. But I'll continue.
And before the twins, I was finally becoming Brianna and learning who Brianna is and having the time of my life.
Yes, honey. Let's talk about the time of your life, like when you never had your kids because you was always with your moose sis. Yes, let's get into that content before the twins, when Brianna was learning how to be Brianna again.
Bees in this house. There's some bees in this house. There's some bees in this house. Oh, oh, oh.
This is Brianna finding herself again.
So what happened, Brianna? Your moose don't take you outside no more to play? No, I don't see her in mommy mode, but I see her outside with a no good ninja though.
Hey,
Type of
Talisha.
things that make you the mother to a half a dozen, boo. Let's get into it, cause why is you playing with Tay? I'm gonna show you where Brianna's children was at, okay? In the floor, watching her try on.
Look where the
dresses
kids is at.
to get ready for the same ninja that left her like this. Let's get into it.
But I still like to say, like,
Shout out to Harmony for
it's
this
like the
clip.
process never ends. Yes, you're pregnant, then you have the babies, and it's still a process. And none of us
She
have
damn
the
sure
perfect
did forget about the
mommy
contacts,
handbook.
because even the eyes ain't hers.
And even if we did have the handbook, we still would never get it right. But it has its ups, it has its downs. I'm blessed to be able to even
She was
carry
paying
twins
for
before I thought I had
everything.
twins.
Everything.
But this journey of motherhood taught me something different, because with the four that I had, it was like, oh, okay, cool, this is fun. You know, everybody different ages and everybody becoming independent. And now I just feel like time has slowed down. Like, yeah, I'm like, oh my God, they're one. But I feel like time has slowed down for me.
No, Becca, is Teawittae. T-W-I-T-T-A-E. Not with the H. It's Teawittae. Let me see if I can write it in the chat. It's pinned at the top, I think. Yeah, it's pinned at the top. Next to where I got my Cash App at.
In a sense. Yeah, cry, baby. Go on, cry. Get it out. I got Velcro babies.
Velcro babies.
If I go into another room,
You just
they cry.
never kept your babies.
And I wasn't even picking them up like that. Honestly.
Now, y'all see the energy she had while she was sitting with that baby, right? Let's see the difference in her old relationship, being that she ain't get no help in it. Let's talk about it.
Very weird, because I had 4 babies all naturally, no C-sections. I pushed them out.
Now, this is when she was with Robert. Look at the difference.
I didn't need a blood transfusion and I didn't hemorrhage. So, I don't know, you guys. Let me know. But if I had 4 babies at once, I couldn't have done it. Thank God my babies were spread out.
Y'all see what I'm putting down, right?
Keep me on my
Look at the difference in the energy. She looked like misery.
Yeah. Keep me on my toes. 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 Keep me on my toes.
That's what happened when you get a half a dozen.
Hold on, wait, Bree. What happened to this energy? I thought you was big Bree. How did somebody shrink Bree? You let
Look, y'all.
the boy from Staten Island that be wildin' give you a challenge. Oh yeah, and my smoke detector is the co-host. Drop down in the comments and let me know how you feel, though.
She loves me. She loves me now. She loves
Where this go, Brianna?
He loves me now.
Where the Rolls Royces and the wine?
This was so sweet.
Tay didn't just get here. Tay been here. The receipts is there, baby. Hey, Lorna. This the same person she keeping their kids away from him now. Ooh, the wine and everything, y'all.
Now, damn it, Bree, what happened to that big energy? Because all we remember is the kids seeing you leave because you never had the forgotten four, baby.
Never.
Let's look at this next clip because this is how we remember it. The kids chasing you down the ish.
Lala chaser. Run, Lala, run.
Poor Lala, run.
They're exhausted. They made me sick all the time. All I could eat was the powder candy from Father Miller. I can't think of it. Come with a little stick. I forgot what the name of it is. They didn't come to me. But I used to be able to eat that and peppermint. That's it.
Shit.
That's all I could eat during my pregnancy, right in the beginning.
How did you get here?
Woo.
Nobody's supposed to be here.
Hey.
I tried this love thing for the last time. My heart said no, no,
No, no, no, no, no. Haha.
Me, what we doing? Leave me. Go.
Listen.
Pack out my whole bag. Tell me to pack my whole bag so we can go somewhere and do something. Or you lay my address and tell me we going to dinner tonight. Like, lead the way. So you don't tell me what you want. What you want.
Your whole bag is what got you exactly where
Her
you
whole
at.
bag,
That
y'all.
whole bag. Huh.
I'm done, y'all. And boom. Oh, look at her.
Look at her.
Who is that, child? Girl, you fine. Ooh, you fine, girl. Photo shoot ready. Yes, honey. Yes, it is given.
Right, Jackie,
child.
right.
Play with your mama. Don't play with me. Because, baby, who? When I got pregnant, he set me back because I was sick. Yeah. He always get me right when I come to Akira. This dress is fire. Okay? I love the sleeves on
It
this dress.
set her back when she got sick.
This dress. I'm going to throw some black thigh-high boots with this, too. Y'all let me know. Which outfit should I get? Which outfit should I wear to the premiere? Keep guessing.
Whole time kids on the damn floor.
This moment they call everybody.
She wanted to be with John now. Her kids.
3 up on the stage. Y'all see baby getting on there because he was on. Yeah, he matched my fly, matches fly. Thank y'all. I know is being a mommy, and I know that that's not my identity lately. My identity lately has been being a mommy. And before the twins,
She ain't
I was
used to that,
finally
y'all.
becoming Brianna and learning who Brianna is and having the time of my life. And then after that, we going ice skating, y'all. Y'all better not make me bust my tail. You better hold my hand real tight. Real tight, don't let me fall. If you let me fall, let me get on my knees.
This is what she found more important than her kids at the time.
You ain't gonna say that? You don't love me? Yeah. Y'all about to bring the amore in me. Don't play with me. Because one thing I don't say about my kids and my man. So don't come on here and you get the amore out of me. Okay? I'm trying to be nice. Somebody's trying to be nice.
Where your peoples that you was on panels with now? They ain't into babysitting. But anyway, the next piece of content is why people should humble themselves, friend, because you can never forget where you came from. When people come out here and make fun of people looks and forgot what it took to get them the look that they got?
Absolutely.
Oh no, let's keep it hot. Cause sis, you have mismatched tits.
To do this vlog because I am getting surgery on the 27th, and I wanted to be the first to tell you guys because I know you guys go notice and be like, what? She got surgery?
Basically, your shit not natural. So when people come up here and make it seem like they the way that they are and they was born with it, no, I beg to differ. I'm gonna be the number one differ. But I just wanted to show y'all the difference within the situations when these ladies are with Robert and when these ladies are without Robert. It is a total difference on them, not a difference with him. So if they was helping him so much in a relationship, why once he's no longer with them anymore, why is it that he don't go down and they do? Huh? Because I don't see no good coming from the situation when it comes down to either one of them, when it comes down to the factors of a track record. But what I do see and what we did get to see is the factors of him building a situation with Amiria. Now, wherever either one of them past may be, everybody has a past, baby. Because I'm going to just be honest. Of course, we all seen the videos out here of Amiria from before. And yes, I did come out here before and was like, nah, that bitch is crazy. Yes, the fuck I did. But I guess me and her crazy must match because I like her crazy. I guess I like her crazy because when a person show you who they are and they not faking who they is, that's the type of shit that I could relate to. Not people that put on a cover like a sheep and wolf clothing and then you have to figure out who these people are through the shit that they choose to put you through. I've seen nothing but this man be stable, meaning that through the factors of each relationship that he's been in, he's held his same position. Now with the women, even though that they was different, they have all showed the same actions. And yes, people can share characteristics. It's a real thing. And obviously it's clear. And if you've been here and not just got here, those is only minimal receipts. Those is only small receipts. That's from a video that I did the other day before they just so happened to demonetize me. And like I told y'all, yes, my other page is demonetized. So this is the only way I can receive some monetary gain. So if you could definitely look out for Tay anyway, please make sure you do that, baby. And it's with a share, a like. If you're not a subscriber as of yet, please become one. Because listen, Tay coming out here to run. So prepare to be sick of me. I hope y'all don't get tired of seeing me. But just in case. Oh, this came across my timeline and I wanted to talk about this. Did y'all see this? This is Romika's sister. Just get used to Tay doing a stream about everything. Because we can talk about everything here. We're not just subjected to talk about one thing or just one set or group of people. No. We are going to touch bases about everything. So maybe everything happens for a reason, huh? I don't mind rebuilding what I already built. This is Romika's sister that's on the screen. Let me remove the comments. And I'm going to give my opinion on this situation. Now, basically, this video is Romika's sister. I'm going to get back to what I was talking about, but it caught my attention because it's the second time that it popped up. And I honestly feel bad for that family. It's sad because people can't even grieve the way that they need to grieve because of other people's greed. A lot of people has used or been using this situation in the most, how can I say, disgusting of ways. The way that I've heard Romika spoke about throughout the factors of this situation, I've never heard people talk about deceased people that way in my 46 years, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Even if you are not in agreement with a person or didn't agree with the person, when it comes time and that person is no longer here, Whatever happened to letting a person rest? Not sitting there calling them all type of names, acting like you calling them from the dead. All that shit is crazy and it's traumatic because a person still has a child that has to live.
Come on here.
With that, look. This person still got family. This person still has a child that has to see the ruthless shit that people choose to put out. And I think that people forget or use taking a side to be disrespectful. And I'm just being honest. It don't look good on you as a person. You can do a job where you disagree because it is agreed to disagree. But where does disagreeing turn into disrespect, baby? That's a whole different type of thing. It's a whole different ball game because even though everybody else is here and they can speak for themselves, Romika cannot. She cannot speak. She cannot agree. She cannot disagree. So the things that's been floating around in the air for me is disgusting because that doesn't bring, how can I say, justice for nobody. I don't give a fuck if you was even supporting the other side. If you were a Holly supporter or is a Holly supporter. If you have a good reason for why you are supporting, then put the good reasons out there. Let the facts speak for you. Anybody can talk shit. Anybody can be dysfunctional. Anybody can go unhinged. So just because a person can come online and talk a lot of shit and put a thumbnail and a person's face on it, it doesn't mean that you're contributing to shit other than the factors of destruction. That's it. So when I see Meek's sister,
I bought a nice shirt. My mama bought me a shirt. My mom bought me a shirt.
I mean, not for nothing, you can see the hurt in people's face. The hurt. Okay? Not too many months after the situation or before the situation happened with her sister, her father passed away. And she said that her sister is the person that helped her get through the situation when it came to her father.
All the way black, but I'm black.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's crazy to have to deal with the loss of the person.
My mama is.
To deal with the loss of the person that basically helped you get through a lot of things. We got to work for what we want out of life. At least you had something to fall back on. Some people have nothing to fall back to. That's true. Simone, sweetheart, she has no idea. Let's pray. She gets it all back in Jesus' name. Yes, for real, Simone, I don't know. I'm just going to focus on the next glass of milk. I ain't even going to worry about the glass of milk that spilled. Tay is the type of person that got the energy for moving forward. I'm not going to stay stuck because trying to stay stuck may prevent me from what I can get moving on up. Period. Blessings is everything. And whatever God got for me, I will get it. And I will receive. And I'm definitely going to continue to work, baby.
And my dad.
So.
I'm okay with being mixed. I'm cute. But I don't like when my hair color.
No, I'm just being honest. It's terrible to see what this family is going through. So when I be seeing certain people making it seem like they defending a situation, no, people just ain't got shit better to do and like to feel like they attached to something, even if it ain't nothing. And what I say nothing is when you're not bringing nothing good to the table, then you're no good to be at the table. You shouldn't be at the table, period. And that's just being realistic. Because say what? Say what? Like what? A woman lost her life. And the only thing people could think to do is come up here on this internet and be fucking respectful. What is that? How does that prove that you are a content creator? The only thing that you creating is havoc. Let's talk about it. But anyway, on to next things. On to the next thing. But like I was saying and showing within that video, it's on Latte World if you want to see the whole video. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just touching bases on a couple of things to let y'all know that me coming over here to this channel, I'm going to be talking about a lot of things. Not just, one thing or two thing. It's going to be a number of things. Now, where is this other? Okay, here we go. We're going to get into this situation, baby.
So we'll be back, boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. That emotion was granted. Yeah. So Tim's response was denied. Period. So we're so happy. We'll see y'all later on this year, but we'll be back, boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. Whoa. We got our boots on the ground.
Okay, so now for those that may be wondering what they watching right now, Brene and them is going back to court. They basically acknowledged Devin's suit for Tim in court at the tune of something in my damn eye. At the tune of $3.3 million. So outside of Brene being sued by Akira for $1.75, Devin is now taking Tim into court for $3.3 million, y'all. And we trying to figure out what is going on. So the other day, Brene made a big thing about not having none of the content creators in the courtroom. She said that somebody was live. But I'ma just tell you, she just didn't want people to get the pictures and shit that they got of her like last time when they was going through the factors of the court. Thank you, Nina. I appreciate you. Hey, Mommy J. Wait, you done changed your name, Miss Judy. Miss Judy, how my grandbabies doing? 1, 2, 3, all of them, baby. I missed you, Miss Beauty Judy. I didn't even know that was you for a second. You done switched it up on me in teams. But yes. Anyway, Brene said she didn't want the content creators in the courtroom because she felt like they was going to be recording. And you know, last time the girls, the ladies, they had boots on the ground. So that's the beginning of the video that you seen. That was one of the videos that I had put out, baby. But look for more content on Teawittae because that's where I'm going to be putting it, baby. I had to in your other video to come subscribe over here and see what I was missing. Listen, I appreciate everybody that got the message. So make sure if you can, please just share this, friend. But yeah, she said she didn't want the content creators in the courtroom because you know one thing for sure and two things for certain. The content creators be getting the scoop sometimes before the news do. We be the ones that be putting the shit out. So they don't be wanting people in there. But I'm just being honest. The transcript gonna come out anyway. I mean, it ain't as good as seeing it with your own 2 eyes. But at the end of the day, you still get to see what was said, baby. And I know Devin got some good shit to say. Because even though they saying Akira gave them permission, which I think is bullshit, we know that Devin didn't.
We'll be back later on tonight. The motion was not. Tim's response was denied. Devin's motion was granted. That's all we want y'all to know. But we'll be back. We'll talk about that later on too.
You need to tune in to every one of us. Every one of us. All of us had a little
Those are the ladies from TikTok. They definitely be having boots on the ground.
Is it on? Is it on? Is this thing recorded?
If not, catch you later.
All right, y'all. We'll be back. And Billy got some good stuff for y'all, baby. Because we on the ground. I love y'all.
Hey! Hold up, hold up, hold up! If you rock with the truth, say our name. If you rock with the truth, say our name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte. 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 Hands up if you ready for the real. Latte. Hands up if you ready for the real.
Now, after Brene got on Dr. Phil's show and admitted that she did multiple inappropriate videos of Tim while he was still married to Akira, and after staring at Tim while he tried to count up how many women he cheated on Akira with, Brene is still going forward with this appeal, y'all. So the paperwork has come in, the appeal is being filed, and this is not just for the alienation of affection. This is also for that Rule 59 motion that she filed asking for a new trial, and that being denied. Now, she does have an attorney right now, Kelly Fairman, who is doing a limited appearance, which can mean a few things. It could mean she's there simply to do the briefs and not the oral arguments.
Thank you, Miss Judy.
Or it could mean that she's there for a certain amount of time, or that she has the right to back out. Now remember, with an appeal, it does not mean you go...
Now, let's just clarify something. What is you appealing? What the fuck is you appealing? Excuse my French, but you was in this woman's ish doing dirty things when it come down to her husband. The videos that was found, it wasn't found after like now. It was found while you was living within her situation. What are you appealing? I don't give a damn whether you get a judge to listen to you 10 times over. The outcome is still an outcome, and the situation is still what the situation is, and it's going to be still what the situation is going to be. You a lying heifer. You did something you wasn't supposed to, like move into that girl house just to get close to her husband. Start doing dirty ish, like doing recordings telling him how you can't wait for him and you to have children, and you say what now? Appeal what? Appeal what? But we're gonna listen a little further.
You argue your case saying that you have more evidence, you found out other stuff. No, you have to go in there and prove that there was some type of legal error. You cannot try to submit new documents. You cannot go in there and say, hey, I found this out after the fact. They don't care nothing about that.
They don't care nothing
now,
about
when it comes to appeals, they also sometimes decide these on briefings, and it does not even go to the oral argument phase. So they could look at the brief that is submitted by both attorneys and make a decision off of that, or they could go into an oral argument where both sides would have to argue their case. Now, if her attorney says that she is only going to do the briefing and Brene has to come up with somebody to do the oral argument, and she decides to go in there herself, she's going to be the biggest fool of 2026. Y'all, this is going to be a...
Just like she was the biggest fool of 2025. Ain't nothing that you gonna say is going to go in there and change the fact that you did dirt, baby. So now what the young lady is basically explaining, that she can get somebody basically to look over all the stuff that she's going to take into the court, but the person that she gets to look over the stuff still may not support her in the courtroom. So she still may have to go in there and make an ass of herself once again. Let's continue.
Another ongoing...
That judge said, Tim, Devin, bring that case on back up in here. Let's see if we could get you that 3.3 million, because ooh-wee.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody coming in.
I don't know. Timotheus, I see your cousin Devin has won the right to reactivate his case for the alienation of affection. Basically.
I'm sorry to stop it, but raise a hand. Is this the first case that you ever heard? I've never heard of alienation of affection before. This is new for me. I didn't even know that alienation of affection. I never even knew that that was a thing. If you heard of that before, please let me know. If it's something new to you, drop a 1 in the chat if you've never heard of that either.
That means that we will now hear from Devin's point of view. I don't know why your wife was incessant on poking the bear, poking the man with the secrets. If only you could have controlled her. If only you had told her, no, you don't need to go on Tamina Hall. And more than anything, you don't need to go on Dr. Phil, where both of you literally gave Devin.
And Brene damn sure was poking the bear, because she was so focused on Akira and being in Akira's skin, she must have forgot that Devin was even there. So regardless to what y'all had going on over here, you still gonna have to deal with the bullshit that you started over here. And Devin is definitely going to be the man of the year, because he has information on both of them. Period.
More evidence. I don't care what people say, Timotheus. See, I know that in your opinion, this was supposed to be a smash
Mama. Yes,
and
she
grab.
told her, take Brene for everything
That
she
the
got.
whole Brene situation was meant to have fun, was meant to have a little enjoyment, you know.
Yep.
Get a couple more videos of her jiggling about in front of you in the bathroom.
Absolutely.
You know how y'all like to record. You had no idea that at some point, in addition to her being on the hoe for $1.75 million in counting.
Oh, only
That it
in
could
class. So
also
some
be
people
you.
have heard about it before.
Because prior to this, all you had to worry about was your child support.
It's only legal in 5 states. Okay.
Renee was asked on Tamron Hall's show,
Y'all
was
listen
your
while I
love
get my
worth
like. Hit that like
$1.75
button for
million
me,
in
y'all.
counting? And she said, honestly, no. And then she said, but he's worth it. So to Marvelous, I'm asking you the same thing. Is she worth it? Because from where we stand, the answer is no.
What you do will be what you get. Upward toward the point of 3.3 million. Yeah, 3.3 million for cheating. I hope this be a lesson for people around the world, boys and girls. Don't touch things that don't belong to you. Okay? Between 1.75 million and 3.3 million. Yeah, I think.
Do anybody in the chat think that anybody is worth that amount of money to do some bullshit for, baby? Would you sit there and cheat? Okay, now that you know that there's a possibility that it can cost you some millions, baby. Huh? If you knew that you cheating could cost you some millions, would you still be willing to do the same things? Huh? Let's go.
That's the lesson. That's the lesson.
But I ain't had Chipotle in so long.
I thought this was funny, y'all. Look.
It brings back so many flashbacks.
Dollar Tree me, please. Dollar Tree me.
Oh, God. I have been traumatized by Chipotle. I can't even eat it. I just paid money for it. I don't even want this no more.
I think Brene gave me Chipotle PTSD.
I'm mad now. Because I'm hungry and I want to eat it, but it don't look the same.
Look how good Devin look now that he's not with Brene anymore.
Like an honest reaction. But I ain't had Chipotle in so long. It brings back so many flashbacks.
It's crazy work. So you mean to tell me the whole time, basically, the only thing her and Tim was doing was eating and cheating? The only thing they was doing was eating and cheating. So throughout that relationship, they was Chipotle-ing, right? And touching, if that's what you want to say. And the disrespect of it all, baby. They was right in that girl house. You mean to tell me, first of all, they was humping on an air mattress, y'all. Could you imagine they two big asses on an air mattress? Now, at some point in time, some shit gotta come to a stop. What in the hell? What in the hell? Say what now? Say what? But Brene, I believe and I hope that her and Tim get everything that they deserve, friend. Because y'all did nothing but dirt when it came down to that situation. And the only people that was in knowance was the factors of you two. So y'all definitely should be disciplined for the things that y'all chose to do. That's on nobody else but you. Let's talk about it. Oh, I'm trying to fix this, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to tighten it so that way it could stay. Do I got it good? Do I got it good? I think so. I think so.
That depends on your perspective, but if you have health, peace, and purpose, you're doing well.
Can I turn it this way?
Oh, God. I have been traumatized by Chipotle.
Yeah, yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix it. Here we go.
I can't even eat it. I just paid money for it. I don't even want this no more. I just wasted my money, bro. I'm mad now.
And I say this to say one thing and two things for sure. You can see when somebody else is dead weight in somebody's life, right? Now, when he was with this woman and this was his wife, this was the things that he was doing. This is the way that she chose to engage, baby. Basically, she wanted to engage with the factors of eating. She was doing all types of, how can I say, get ready with me's, even though she wasn't going nowhere, baby. And even though she wasn't going nowhere and wasn't doing too much, he still supported her. He damn sure still supported her with everything. This man went to work, paid all the fucking bills. He made sure he played his motherfucking part. But when you got people that don't appreciate you from the start, this is the situation that you're going to deal with. You're not going to be appreciated. So him going in that court and actually being able to tell his story, it's something that all of us want to hear. Yeah. Look, that's what she was doing.
Oh God, this is really like an honest reaction.
What else? And the bad part about it, she made it bad. Look at his mother.
My husband and his mom look just alike. First of all, that's for starters, twins. Secondly, they act just alike. When I say act just alike, I literally mean they act just alike. Same facial expression, same everything. It's crazy, okay? And they both so slow moving. They feel like
look at the shit she used to say. They both so slow moving.
Anyway, I gave my husband a cherry. That was my chicken sandwich. How she looking at Devin? I love our bond. Yes, we have a close bond. I'm close to every one of his family members, literally. Down.
Him and his mama gonna be looking just alike in that courtroom.
She says she close to every one of his family members, literally. She was basically speaking about Tim, because that's the one family member that she cared about, friend. Him and this man is first cousins, okay? It's not like they don't know each other or no. They are related, baby. Yes, they are very much related. Very much related, okay? First cousins, actually. Then they want to go on the Dr. Phil show looking like two goddamn fools. And only thing they was doing was telling on themselves. Okay?
When the judgment is for that $3.3 million, congratulations.
They're not cousins. For them to be cousins, first cousins at that, doesn't that make one of the siblings? What doesn't that make his mom or his dad a sibling of his mom and his dad? They're not cousins.
Can someone let me know how the sound is?
That's why it's stinking there. It smell like stink bread, mold and mildew, and butter. It's stinking.
Look at her.
They go get some food. Come back home, TikTok. Go to sleep, wake up, TikTok, food, come back home, repeat.
I'm gonna go downstairs and make me a juice.
I just want people to be better. That's all. Because I will never understand finishing a whole Chipotle bowl in one sitting. I've seen that happen.
Thank you.
You'll pay for it in the end. Your back is gone.
Hey, Queen. He was good to this woman. That seems to be a thing. The same way Robert was good to Bree, and she came on this internet and lied and said that he mistreated her and did all this other type of bullshit, baby, is the same shit that Brene did when it came down to the factors of Devin. That is the way that she made it into Akira's house in the first place. She said that things wasn't going good within their marriage and she just needed some time. So Akira, being the friend that she was, she allowed her into her home with her husband and her children. And I'ma just be honest, between these situations and the squatter situation that I done seen took place on the internet, baby, listen, take my advice. Don't let no motherfucking body move into your house. Don't let nobody move into your house. I don't care what the story is that they choose to give. And I understand some of us may be empaths and we wear our hearts on our sleeve. But at the end of the day, listen to me. Save your peace of mind. Because the same people that you let move in out of love will be the same people that you wind up hating when they moving out.
Oh, they do not like each other. Corinne said, "Where's Tim?" Renee said, "In his skin."
Imagine that.
Oh,
Him
they do
sleeping
not
with
like
both
each other.
twins.
Since Corinne wanna act like her and Tim never had no dealings, let's get into this. Okay. Not you supposed to not let nothing get in between us, but I ain't let Tim get in between us, but you did. That seems like confirmation to me. What she's saying is I ain't let him get in between us, but you definitely did, honey. So that was proof. Those was the Twitter messages between you two.
You just sit and wait for the content to be posted. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying.
Anyways, girl, we know your scary ass hiding. Please.
Oh, no.
That's Tim trying to prove something. But basically, my point of it all is basically to say, you're going to get what you give, baby. When you don't put out no good, you can't expect to receive no good from no situation that you get in. And all of these situations was built off of some bullshit. That's why the situation with Jonelle and Bree is not working, because it was put in place to make somebody else jealous, or I guess because they thought that they was hurting another person. But you not hurting another person. What you doing is basically hurting yourself, and it's seen to the world that way. So I don't give a damn what you try to come out here and say. It doesn't add up, baby. And now these two people is definitely going to pay, and that's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, baby. Don't let nobody move into your house, because I'm telling you, it will be hell and high water when it's time for them to get the F out, regardless to whether it's the reason that you putting them out, or at the end of the day, the reason that they got put out. Either way, meaning that when you come to put them out today or whatever it is, or they gonna be leaving because of some shit like this. People be sneaky. My nephew wife keep flooding my toilets when I was evicting her. It's crazy. I will never. No, I learned my lesson too, y'all. I've done it before. I'm telling you, I've done it before. I've let people move in my house in my younger years, feeling a certain type of way because they possibly didn't have no place to stay. And I remember one person even had a baby. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This my peoples. I don't really want them. Damn, what the hell am I? All right, these my peoples. I really don't want them to be in such an uncomfortable situation. Person asked if they could stay with me for a couple of weeks until they get on their feet. So of course, being a good friend, I said yeah. But that was a big goddamn mistake, because I got kids too, right? And even though this girl had kids, she wanted to be inviting people over. And don't get me wrong, she had friends that wasn't my friends. And not that I wasn't cool with the friends. I didn't know the friends. It's not friends that I had ever seen before. But I just don't let any and everybody come in and out of my door, because I have kids there. So even if you may be the outside type and you don't give a damn, right? I still do. So people don't like when you create boundaries for them. It causes problems. It causes real problems. And problems that in friendships and family ships, because you're not going to be just doing any and all type of shit in my shit. Thank you for sharing. I definitely appreciate you, baby. People will be mad at you that you're not willing to take their shit no more. How does that play a part? How does that happen? All right. But even with the factors of it happening, okay, I let you in. I lost more by letting you in than I would have lost by making you stay out. Because, yeah, I probably would have felt a certain type of way, like, damn, I feel bad. You understand? But now I feel even goddamn worse. Because look at the hurt that came from the factors of me allowing you to move in anyway. But the display that these women be, the display and the activities that these women be showing on the internet be crazy. And then when you call them on they shit, they be mad for it. I showed different examples of different things. When it came down to Brianna, the situation is what the situation is. Don't nobody feel sorry for her for shit. You could give a person all the advice in the world, but that don't mean that they're going to listen. You can't make a person listen. You can only hope that they will. And even if they don't, I mean, at the end of the day, you might feel some type of way, but who is it actually going to overall affect, baby? Them. It's going to affect them. And now she has to, and these women have to deal with the karma that they put out for somebody else to live in. It is now going to forever be their own. And I don't know why people think that having children changes the factors of situations, because it don't. In some cases, it make it worse because some people are not mature enough to make decisions within themselves that's in the betterment of the child. Just like the factors of Tim, when it comes down to this situation, I don't give a fuck what you and Akira was going through. How you let somebody ever play with your kids, boo? That's an establishment that's supposed to be between you and her that should never be broken. Even if the relationship is, somebody else should never be able to come in and step over boundaries when it comes to your kids. Just like Jonell and Brianna in his situation. You let this man punch your son in the chest and you now just going to court with him to legitimize two twins that you had by him. But when it came down to your children, he didn't give a F about them and still don't. Still don't. Your kids would have never fixed them mouths to call that man daddy within that situation. But when it was with the situation of your ex-husband, it was comfortable because that's the position in the shoes that a person filled. He made them feel like he was a father figure. So it wasn't nothing wrong with them giving him that title. But now once he was no longer in the situation, look what these situation is. A bunch of crazy bitches. Because Brene is crazy too. Even though she's not in that scenario, she creates the same type of activity. And that's what made me go within the factors of the Brene situation. Because I really want to see it. I'm curious. Just like I learned that alienation of affection was a thing, you could learn something new every day. And that's something that I learned new within the factors of watching this Brene case. Because even though laws is laws, different laws take different place in different states. They play out in different ways in different states. Let me say that. So you could get away with something here that you may not be able to get away with over there. And if a person is from somewhere and they know the laws from where they at, then yeah, you definitely gonna have to deal with that. You definitely gonna have to deal with that. That's gonna be definitely a thing. A real thing. Because me personally, I think people should be penalized. Because that be a lot of people problem out of all the people in the goddamn world. Why you want to mess with your homegirl man? I don't never condone that shit. I think that's some corny shit. And yes, it's on both people, and loyalty is definitely a thing when it comes from the factors of somebody that you dealing with and a friend. But if both of them made the decision, then it's fuck both of them. It's not, oh, this person is more wrong than this person. Both of them both of them is wrong. They both wrong. Period. That is some weird ish. You in my house. Say what now? Say what now? That is messy, y'all. That is messy. And you know we be here for the mess. But a lot of females done been in a situation where they had to, possibly cut off or curse out a dog ass ish, because people don't know how to keep their hands off of shit. And they will sit there and be around you and your man and smiling in your face, and behind closed doors, Brene's be the case. It's a couple of Brene's out here. She's not the first, and she damn sure ain't gonna be the last. She sure enough ain't. She's just a person that we got to see her situation play out. Because even Brene thought that, oh, people was going to promote her in the situation. She didn't think that she was going to lose support for the situation. She thought that people was going to be on some, oh yeah, that's your high school sweetheart. So, no, but people was like, no, you're dead ass wrong. That's some foul ass ish. And me personally, you're not going to get no props or respect for doing it. And now that's why she has the image that she has. Because people don't respect that. Especially if the majority of your following is women. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? You must not now done bumped your damn head. Just like Brianna thought that she was going to come out here and ruin Robert's reputation. When it came to the factors of the story that Brianna told in the beginning, it caught a lot of people and threw a lot of people through a loop. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like, wait a minute, that's not what I get from this person. So, of course, it was very shocking to most of us. But once you started to look into a person's actions, you see that it wasn't matching the conversation that was coming out of their mouth. You a goddamn liar, and you was really willing to cause somebody else's demise for your lies. That's how you wanted to get a person back. That is crazy. Just like Tim want to say, oh, Akira, he never loved her. Yes, the fuck you did. You did. People be lying. Just tell the truth. I fucked up. You see how easy that goes? You see, let me stop cussing because YouTube already mad at me. But I just be talking to y'all because we family. So we just having a, chit-chat conversation. I told you, Tay is going to be talking about everything. Definitely the content that y'all love. But I'm also going to talk about the stuff that all of us see. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure all of us be having an opinion about it. The only thing I don't talk about is politics and religion. Because that's not a conversation I want to get into with nobody. Nobody. Period. No politics, no religion. Bree kids are so unhappy now that Jarnell has gone. They do look a little bit happier. Yeah, because now they get their mother. And that's sad. Because it's like you just using them as a fill-in because you can't have the person that you actually wanted. So now the kitchen and the kids, fuck it. Now the kitchen and the kids is receiving the attention from you because you not getting the attention from who you want to. She ain't got no choice but to be in the house with them kids. So now she's using them for content. Period. If we look and see, watch, let's look and see. Let's look and see. That's all you see now. Okay? That's all you see now, right? Okay, let's go on over here. Because what Nina said is definitely the truth. It's definitely the truth. Okay? All right, now we're going to go here. Let's go there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now we all going to look at the same time. All right? So you can see that Nina is not lying. Okay? Now, what you see that you didn't see before? The kids, a whole lot more. Okay? It wasn't none of this. Hold on, let's go back in. Let me make sure I turn the sound down, y'all. So that way they don't try to hit me. Okay, this is what you were seeing when her and the Moose was on good terms. When her and the Moose was on good terms, this is what it was that we was getting. This is the type of content that we was getting. When her and the Moose was cool. This is what it is that we would see. Right? Now, let's go up. Now, this is Bree. This is her now. This is the now. Okay? This is the now. Let's go out of here. Come on, let's hit that. Boom. Okay. Let's go on over there. Okay. So now let's watch. What you see? What you see? Huh? Ain't no Johnny boy. It's only the lady that rocked the rules. And who you see? Her too. Ain't no more content bragging. Where the bragging content? Where'd that go? Now, she has no choice but to use her kids as content. This is what she should have been doing from the goddamn beginning. And that's why she seems so overwhelmed. Because she wasn't in mommy mode. Either Walter would have them goddamn kids or they would be home by themselves. Moski, once she got visitation with her daddy, she didn't have to be there. So she figured the older ones is responsible enough to do what it is that they need to do for self. So she didn't have to be present. So now that these two twins done came into the situation, this is what her life has become. And she's still trying to be hoash. She ain't learned her lesson as of yet. Let's talk about it. Welcome everybody, come in. Look, yeah, don't nobody want to touch on those two topics. Hell no, Miss J. Okay? Now this is supposed to be what's important. Something that should have been important before. Look at this. And it's bad. Because I'm going to even say something about that. You see these pictures that she taking now with these kids? At the end of the day, when she was with LaTruth and they took family pics, name one pics that he was not in when it came to the factors of those children. Anytime Brianna was on live and she was doing a live or whatever, when you looked at her background, you seen a family setting. You seen family pictures. You seen family interaction. Now it's all single mother game, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with being a single mother, but that's the way you made yourself, friend. This is what you wanted. You wanted the Geritol twins. Are you happy now? All alone. All alone. But you said in your situation, you wasn't being handled right. But it seemed like you was getting more attention in that situation than you are in this situation. Which is crazy because you spent and put more into this situation than into the situation with the person that married you. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Huh? Now you stuck in the house. The little old lady that lived in the shoe that had so many kids, she ain't know what to do. Now Lala is important. Now Lala is important. Now she could see Lala. Now she could do content with Lala. Before, everybody was like, damn, Lala is a growing girl. At the end of the day, she needs her mother attention. Now the nigga not around, she getting it. Look at this. The proof is in the pudding. It ain't nothing that, look. She trying to do the dressing alike thing, but the only thing that's missing is the daddy. The daddy. You wanted to claim single mother gang? Now, that's what you are, man. Look. Every video since she had these twins, it represents exactly what she says she is. A single mother, friend. A single goddamn mother. When she had the truth baby, he was there. He was there. He was there. Look at this. Come here, y'all. Look at this shit. Look at this. Come here. Take a look. Take a look. Single mother game. Single mother game. Even the pictures that they took with those twins with the brown on, it looked more so like some AI shit. It didn't seem like a family pic. It seemed like something that was put together. Everything was done separate. Even though Jonell had pictures with those twins, did you notice he didn't have no pictures with her other kids? There was no pictures with her other kids. But now, look. What you do will be what you get. I hope you happy for it. At all. Let's say it was hard, but I'm glad that I did. I'm a better mother, woman, sister, and daughter because of it. And my kids appreciate it. Peace they have. Yes. Yes. Look at this. By herself. Outside of the fact is that them twins be fucking each other up. They sure do. They be having whole street fights right in her arms. Right in her arms. Look. They not Velcro babies. You the only person that's there. That's it. Look, this is you. With the roo-roos. With the roo-roos. See? See, those are the boots I be talking about for the people that don't know when I say roo-roo. Look. This is what a person's life has come to. Even in these is the pictures that I was talking about. These particular pictures right here. When she took these pictures as family pictures with Jonelle, she took these pictures between the two of them in themselves. Yes, she took pictures with the twins. He took pictures with the twins. But what family pictures is he in far as with all of her kids? Other than the one when he looked like a damn fool from the beginning. I think they was on the beach in Jamaica or something like that. But that's because they a family inside of a family, and that's a fact. So if he's not there no more and her kids get more of her attention, then damn, that's a good thing. But I would feel used, friend. Mind you, just like this video only came out because they was going at it. He put the kids out first. Even though he told her he didn't want his kids on social media. But this is the way she had to get back. Like, listen, I'm going to just drop my video then. Okay? Where's their family orientation? None. 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 That's just what her life is. Fucking burning. It's burning. She burning in her own misery. Okay? That is a perfect picture. And a reflection of Brie. Is definitely hot around her. And she must be sitting in gasoline. That must be gasoline. Y'all see the fire, right? Look. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look how she looks now. Outside of the fact of being Miss LaTruth and just being Brianna. Look at the difference in the situations. So she said being Miss LaTruth was the hardest time of her life. But it looked like now is the time that she's actually living within the struggle. Let's talk about it. Look. Bills and babies. That's all she got now is bills and babies. Bills and babies. And that's a fact. Other than that, what was her flex when she got out of her situation with her ex? When she got out of the situation with her ex-husband, y'all, what was the flex that she got? What was the flexing? Where's the flex? Having babies is not a flex. At all. This is what she did. This was the come up. This was the content. This was the come up in the content. I guess this was supposed to be the come up of the content. But what was a person doing? Nothing. 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 That seemed to have been the worst move that a person could make. But I guess when you want to be having whorish activities, that's how your boat shall sink. That's all and that's it. This what a person wanted to be doing. This is what they good for. So other than that, from them, what else are you going to be getting? This is what she learned getting her 3 degrees. These is the 3 degrees of Bree. What you see is what you get. And that is basically it. This is it. Nothing else. Nothing more. So the receipts is within themselves. Okay? The court documents is just something extra in black and white. But it tells us exactly what we already knew. Look at this. Look. Say what now? This is it. Like, ain't no making it up. Like I said before, the 3 degrees of Bree. How you go back to a whore after being a wife? This what your life has, like, I'm just being honest, moose knuckles and babies. What else? How can you advise somebody with this level of mind? This person is too immature to be able to school them on anything. Imagine the factors of when she was with her husband and he was trying to build with her. She said that she felt he was trying to control her. But at the end of the day, in her life at that point in time, that's the only time that there was any real stability for her and her children, if you ask me, because now you're not seeing any of that, baby. So no matter how many people come out here, and a lot of people, everybody, handle their platform in a different way, I can honestly say. So people come from a different point of view, baby, even if the content is the same, meaning this here, right? So with that being said, there's some people that actually come into these situations to break them down. The actions of the person and maybe the reason why we could be receiving what it is that we receiving from them. Even down at the factors of in the process of their commentary, trying to give them some good advice to move forward with. But a person doesn't take it as advice. They don't even acknowledge it. People only acknowledge what it is that they choose to acknowledge. And if they only want to acknowledge the negativity, then the negativity will be the only thing that is acknowledged, baby. But that's why in life you got to be the head and not the tail. But when a person try to steal somebody else's blueprint, being the head for you is not going to go very well. And that's why we see her failing at everything that it is that she chooses to do. Because what she is doing, she's forced to do. It's not what she want to do. She'd rather be free. Even though she done laid on her back and had all of those damn babies. That's something that she thought she was going to use to keep attachment to the men that she had at one point in time, baby. But now those men will only be considered as those babies' fathers, friend. So now you are now once again a single mother. So what advice did you take other than the factors of your own, which wasn't great? Some people will give you information because even though it may not be who you want it from, but if you was to listen to them, things probably would have went a little bit better. Especially if a person would have came out here and apologized for a lot of their activity that wasn't necessary. That is the way that you move forward, not in misery. There's a difference between moving in misery and moving forward. You see what you see Tay doing right now is considered moving forward, not moving in misery. Because at the end of the day, the only person I can control is me. So when you put something out yourself, you can't go and blame somebody else. Another person is not the fault of you, so they shouldn't be getting or receiving guilt from you like they are the blame for the shit that you do. It don't go that way. Thank you for hyping me up, baby. I appreciate y'all. Yes, because we definitely got to make sure this page gets super active, okay? So we going to drag it through the algorithm, okay? Even though I'm Teawittae, I'm always going to still and forever be Latte World, baby. But what they said I have to do basically is I guess I got to try to wait 90 days and then try to see if I reapply. But in the meantime, I'm still going to do what it is that I got to do. If it come through, that'll just be an extra. Anything as an extra is better. But don't always put your eggs in one basket like you see these people doing. She thought that even once she left the truth with the shit that she do or shit that she did, she was still going to be able to use those eggs that was in that basket. But she didn't create the basket, nor did she create the eggs. Neither one was hers, the eggs or the basket. So that's why she's not lasting, nor is she doing very well. She did not excel in no area. Only thing that multiplied with her is the amount of children that she has. Other than that, what else? What else? What else? If somebody can name something else, then I'll shut my doggone mouth. But other than the factors of multiplying the amount of children that she got and the amount of times that she moved, what else has excelled? There has been no growth. It's sad because I went and I was looking at the comments, because you know the video, picture, whatever always be good, but the comments be where it be at, y'all. And you know we like to get into those juicy ass comments. And for me, it just be crazy that in the truth comments, these people still be hating this man like he did something to them, right? But then we gonna talk about the comments that be in the section when Jonell put up his goddamn kids. And for me, that's not something that I would be comfortable with. But that's what these people choose to do as engagement. You don't get mad for the shit that a person do to your kids, but you be mad that a nigga stay cheating. He ain't gonna never stop cheating until you stick that finger in his butt. Didn't Pretty Bree tell you that? You don't listen. You don't listen. And then not for nothing, look, promoting the shit that you put for him. We gonna see these comments real quick, y'all. I'ma read the type of comments that be in these pictures when it come down to the factors of these kids. Okay? Now, here we go. And I'm gonna tell y'all what it say right here. It says, no worry about a team. Every little thing will go be alright, right? Now, this would be the video. Okay, now this would be the video, y'all. There we go. I hope y'all can see it well. There we go. Let me move it down a little bit. Okay. Now, this is the video that he put up of the twins. I guess he's missing them because him and his baby mother is going through bullshit. So I guess she's keeping the twins away from him, right? But for me, like I said, it be the comments all the time. The comments is where it be. All right, so now we going to read some of these comments, baby. Let's see what it is that the comments say. Let's see. Woo chili. And not for nothing, I don't condone some of the shit that people be saying about kids or about the kids, because there is a such thing as going too goddamn far. Boundaries is a thing. Don't get me wrong. Tay laugh about the Pastor P's like it used to do. Little Bobby and Whitney Jr. Yes, that's definitely a thing because their parents act like Bobby and Whitney Sr. Yes, the same way that Bobby and Whitney used to act in a relationship is the same way Brianna and Jonell act. So they had kids, so that's little Bobby and Whitney Jr. Period. Okay? But some grown people need to stop they shit. I don't condone it. They said, man, they look exactly like their father. Took everything after the dad. Put some blue magic on her hair. They grown, right? Man, he got you good because baby girl looks just like you. What? It's twinning them. Oh, you locked out your room, Moo? You trying to get in? All right, give me a minute. I got you, baby. Lele means she's definitely going to keep little Jonell. been over. I thought for a moment he was gonna look after little sis. Oh no, little sis gonna make sure little Jarnell okay. Now, not for nothing, they always say something about Lele because basically they say that she looks like Jarnell's twin. To say the least. Even though they glamorized the little boy and everything, and he's the trophy, they said that Lele is the one that is his twin friend, and that is definite and definite. Baby say we going to, yes. What did y'all expect these babies to look like? Did we forget who the daddy was? Listen to the disrespect. Listen to the disrespect. But a person keep posting them for this. This is the engagement that a person looks for. And it don't get no better. And I'm not saying that people can't post their kids. Of course you can. They yours, shit. But when you looking for the factors of posting them and you ain't getting no good, how can I say, response, that's not good for me. But anyway, I'm about to get up off of here, y'all, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit the like button while you leaving if you didn't hit it when you was coming in. Make sure you share this live. Friend Tay-Tay is in the back in the factors of rebuilding, and I definitely need each and every one of y'all to help me do that, baby. So I appreciate if you can help me in any way, whether it's monetary, a like, a share, a subscribe. Just put the word out that your girl Latte World has moved over to her new channel, Teawittae. Anything is of a blessing, and I give thanks. And as always, you know, before I get up out of here, drop those numbers in the chat to let your girl Tay know. Hey Felicia, let your girl Tay know how. Hey Maya, how you doing? Let me know if y'all 1, 2, or a 3, baby. And this is not the last time you will be seeing me for the day. Your girl Tay-Tay will be back, baby. I just got to go drop a video real quick so that way I can get this algorithm in motion. I'm going to come through and I'm going to punch that shit. Punch that shit. Because you can't stop what you didn't create. And God made sure that I am great. So with that being said, it's never bye. But definitely see you later.